Hi guys and welcome back to our channel. Today we'll be analyzing four promising cryptos which are Aptos, Optimism, Injective and Near Protocol. We will see where they might move over the next weeks and months. Please subscribe to our channel and to receive our real-time trading alerts and newsletter about cryptos, stocks, forex and commodities. Then you can join our growing community on Patreon. You will find the link in the description field. Let's start with the analysis of the first one, which is Aptos. As we can see here, we can clearly detect a bullish pattern, which is a flag, okay? That's the stick. As you can see here, the price has been moving vertically from $3 till 18 US dollar, hitting a point of high at 20.24. Right now, the price has been moving downwards, creating actually the flag of a perfect bullish flag pattern, okay? The flag, the diagonal, can be obtained by linking this point of highs, okay? Now, once breaking above this area, the 14 US dollar, we are definitely going to hit and to retest again the previous relative high at 20 US dollar. Once testing this area, I believe we are going through a period of squeezing. In other words, we are not breaking immediately after above the 20 US dollar. What normally happens in the market is that once retesting the previous highs, we experience a period of squeezing with a series of long white candle and long black one and definitely some doji. After a while, we are then going to break above the 20 US dollar. Why I'm quite confident about Aptos and the capability, the possibility of breaking above the 20 US dollar is because I've been studying for my Patreon the cyclicality for the crypto of the king, which is Bitcoin, also Ethereum, and actually I with the mathematical formula I was able to retrieve the point of bottom, the point of relative low for Bitcoin somewhere around November and December 2022. In other words, we have started a new bull cycle based on 3 years for the bullish phase and 1.5 years, historically speaking, on average for the descending one. Okay, so extremely bullish on Aptos. Guys, if you want to receive our real-time trading alerts, then you can join our community on Patreon, patreon.com/financial trading academy. Let's move on and let's analyze Optimism. As you can see here, for Optimism, the chart seems to be quite different from Aptos. Once breaking above the 2 US dollar, I've been calling to my Patreon for a new run-up till 3 US dollar, which actually happened. Why I was quite confident that Optimism was going to hit the 3 US dollar threshold is because we can see here a perfect rectangle. Once breaking with a long white candle above the 2 US dollar horizontal resistance, we can see here a rectangle with here the horizontal support around 0.81 US dollar. Once breaking above the 2 US dollar, 2 minus 1 is 1, 2 plus 1 gives 3 for our projection. What is happening right now? As we can see here, Optimism is fighting to hold the 2 US dollar horizontal support. I believe I'm absolutely optimistic that Optimism is going to hold to keep the 2 US dollar level and actually is going to move further again over next weeks. This is a daily chart, which means every candle is daily one, to retest the 3 US dollar area. Once breaking above the 3 US dollar area, actually we are going to definitely 3 minus 1, 2, 3 plus 2 is 5 US dollar, which means we're going to actually to test the previous all-time high. Okay, so I'm very confident the Optimism is going to move higher over the next weeks. Now let's analyze Injective Protocol. As we can see here, we have a quite different chart when compared with the Aptos and Optimism, yet it looks extremely interesting, and the reason why it looks so interesting is because of the amount of volumes. Once we keep our attention, we keep an eye on these kind of volumes, we can definitely state that the big hands have entered the market and they are massively, most probably, buying Injective Protocol. Right now, Injective Protocol is facing a huge, very, extremely strong horizontal resistance at $5. As we can see here, right now we are at $5.50. Once we are breaking above this area, and now we can switch to the daily chart to better understand where we are. Actually, I predict a new strong movement higher. In other words, that's the kind of point that the 5.98, so $6 is a very absolutely important area. Once breaking above this area, and now we switch again to the weekly chart, we are going to see Injective Protocol most probably to hit this area at $10. In other words, the value of Injective Protocol is going to doubling actually in a matter of very few weeks. It will be a very strong, fulminous, fast movement to hit the new next barrier at $10. Again, $6 is the threshold that we have to keep in mind, and once we'll be breaking above this area, I predict we're going to hit $10 in a very fast way. Let's move on and let's analyze the last one, Near Protocol. Why I've chosen to actually display this crypto and to talk about Near Protocol is because the amount of volumes, even in this case. Now, if we compare these 4 weekly volumes, let's not be fooled out by the color of the volumes. In this case, 1, 2 green and 2 red. That's not important, but the most important thing is that actually these volumes are really massive, which means that, in other words, again, the big hands have entered the market, and this movement that we see here actually to myself is just a fake breakout. In other words, I believe we are going to retest over the next month. This is a weekly chart, so actually once studying the weekly chart we are predicting the evolution for the next month. Actually, I believe we are going to retest the $5 area. The $5 area will be a very strong resistance, and once breaking this area, which will be happening over the next month, we are going to test the $10 area again. Okay guys, I'm very bullish on the crypto right now. With the next analysis, I will also study some American stock, Nasdaq, SP 500, etc., etc. So if you want to receive our trading signals, our real-time trading signals, our newsletter, and our overview about the markets for cryptos, stocks, forex, and commodities, then you can join our growing community on Patreon. You will find the link in the description field. Patreon.com/financial trading academy. Thank you guys.